yeah, I ate mold. Yeah, she was special, that one. And I'm not talking about the good special, the dumb bitch kind of special, like Ma.
This is a thing that I did not want. I am home alone and I do not like it. I am home alone and I do not like it.
I mean, I don't like being alone. Abandonment issues. Like, I need to wake up. I want to like talk. You know, like we need to like talk because a lot of shit has been happening and I don't have friends, okay? So I was gonna do my makeup, but you know what? I don't. Like, I'm burnt. Like, my makeup is not even gonna be my makeup anymore. Kind of like stressed because I really need to get my crib. Like, I want to get my shit together. I want to have my place. And a lot of people don't really care, but I have been in a relationship. Like, we've been through a lot. And now we're getting at the age, like, we're basically growing up together. And I feel like, I don't even know where I'm going with this video. Like, I just want to talk, and I feel like I need to say something interesting. So, I was doing a video the other day about an experienced job that I had. I didn't post it because I didn't like the way I look. I don't like the way I look right now. I feel kind of insecure still, but less insecure. Let me just make a quick call really quick. I'm gonna do story time, but like just wait, okay? Because they're gonna bring me an elote right now. Cause I'm kind of hungry. Why doesn't this bro answer? I tried to do this story time the other day and I just didn't like the way that it looked, so I'm just gonna do it right now because this is a story time that I have been longing to talk about because it's just like so fucking crazy that I actually went through this. Let me just get some water because this is about to be like a long ass fucking, not a long ass video, but it's gonna be a lot of talking like really, really fast. I'm just trying to get the momentum going because you're my best friend. I don't have a best friend, so you're my best friend now. So please, like, just sit down, like, get ready, get your snacks, just get comfortable. Like, you know what all those YouTubers say? Like, just get comfortable. Like, whatever you're doing, like, if you're cleaning, you don't even have to watch. Like, you can just put on some earphones and just hear what I'm saying because, like, this is just a story time. You might have to, like, click in to look, like, because I'm gonna show some proof, like some nasty proof about like whatever happened to what I went through. I had this job. So basically every fucking job that I have, and I know that I'm not the only one, okay? Why does my ear look big? It's not even big. It's like super. So with this job, this one was kind of like I know every job like Loki didn't give a fuck, but this job was like takes the cake. Like this is a job that you do not want to work at because you're gonna get robbed, you're gonna get poisoned, you're gonna get stalked. When I heard about this job opening, I already had my first job. I was working at a sub place, and no, it's not Subway. It's totally way more better. I think my only job that I actually do miss, I don't miss the pay, but I miss the food discount, was my first job. It was really good. I still go there because it's really, really good. You know? That was like my first job. So I met this lady in my first job and she was like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna buy this store that's two stores down." Like I was like in a little plaza, and about two, three stores down, she was gonna buy that store and she was gonna change the company name. So it's a very popular right now, it's a very popular yogurt place slash milk tea place. Milk teas, I got into it because of her. Fuck that bitch though. So I met her and she was offering me the job and I was like, okay, I already have a job. Like, I'm fine. But then I was like, maybe, you know? And so I worked at my first job. I quit after about almost a year because I started working for college. When I went back to college, I got a 5 month contract, and yeah, we did that. When I finished my 5 month contract, which was in May of 2019, that I asked the lady that I met for the yogurt place about that job. I was like,
How about that job now? Because I don't have a job, so I need a job.
from the get-go, I just had this weird connection. Little did I know that this was all fucking bullshit. She just wanted to get people to be like her little bitches. But so I'm sorry, I'm not okay. I started the job And from the get go, I don't have an exact, precise, sequential timeline because I'm not fucking smart and I have very bad memory when it comes to in order. Like, I can remember so many things, but to ask me when that exactly was, bitch, don't even ask me. I don't know when, but I know what happened, okay? So I went through a lot of shit. So one of the biggest first red flags that I noticed was that my paychecks were not really steady. They were not steady at all. So I would do about the same hours, which is between 30. I don't know how many fucking hours. Like, don't even ask me. Like, I just know that we all had the same fucking schedule every fucking week, and our pay would jump from 300 to 400 to 300 to 500. Like, it was just so fucking weird, and I just knew something was up. So did everybody else because everybody else knew as fuck. They knew that their hours were the same, so there should be no fucking. I would understand maybe like $20 difference because of taxes. I don't understand taxes, but I know that there should never be a drastic, decrease or increase as to what we're doing. We kept telling her, like, there's something wrong with our pay because she had hired people force in Laredo, Texas, this fucking weird guy he was so suspicious. Like, you just knew that he was guilty because he always looked scared. We kept telling her to a point where she decided to call him up and have a meeting at our store, and he explained to us literally nothing. He just said, "This is how you're getting paid and this is what you're getting." We know how much we're getting paid. That's why we're complaining because we're not supposed to be getting. He was giving us check stubs and just saying, "This is what you're getting paid," and we're like, "We know what we're getting paid, but we don't. We want to know why they're so different in changes." Like, I don't know what he did, but he like typed some shit up. I don't know. They were just always something. It's never gonna sit right with me because of the way the drastic increase and decrease in payments. It just didn't make sense. I was like, you know what? I don't give a fuck. I did not give a fuck. I was already fed up. Like, I don't know. Like, I was so naive. I was so naive at nearly 19 years old. I was 18, about to turn 19. I honestly, I don't know where I went wrong in being so naive. And so I was just like, whatever. Like, we had like two meetings and literally nothing was done. So that was one incident. This was like a financial problem. There was even health problems too, health hazards that she did not give a fuck about. So before we get into the nasty things that I have genuine proof of, before we get into that, I have another story that happened. So this whole thing about this lady is she was very stingy, very dramatic, very suspicious, very creepy, very lazy, like all the any kind of character you would not want in your boss. She's all of them. Every boss has like one or two traits most of the time. I know there's pieces of shit, but she was like a piece of shit. There's just so many things. Like, I don't even know where the fuck to begin. So there is this one time that we had to do a deep clean because we were gonna get inspection. I would always ask myself, how the fuck did she even the previous owners, how the fuck did they ever even pass an inspection? Like, how did they ever? Because they were supposedly like everything in the front area was like it looked clean, but the back end, like under the tables, like where nobody can see, like there was so much fucking like dust and like old dust, probably from like 10 years plus. So she had us clean, and she was like half-assing it. She was just telling us, "Oh, do this, oh, do that," like, and she would send, like, while we had to all take orders, there was only like two or three girls working, we had to deep clean and take orders. And she would sometimes help with the orders when she felt like it, but she didn't really do shit. That bitch did nothing. She didn't even help. She just do this, do that, do this, blah, 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 whatever. We had a giant fridge to put all of our gallons of milk and yogurt. Tell me why we did not know, but this one of the supervisors that I was super cool with, she decided to clean the back of the fridge. She did not know that the back of the fridge was open and wires were everywhere sticking out. She got a minor shock. She kind of got electrocuted, like not super bad, but it was bad enough to where she could have died because the volts, good thing they were not striking. Like, I don't know, like the power of those voltage, I guess they were not too exposed. So she just got a little like, and she jumped really quick. If she would have stayed there longer, she probably could have died or whatever. I don't know. And this dumbass, the bitch ass owner, did nothing. She just ignored it. Like everything that happened, like she was literally just ignoring everything that happened. And I was already so annoyed. Another incident. So I'm just gonna tell you, like, literally, like, I'm not telling you everything in order. I'm just telling you all the incidents that happened. And I'm gonna tell you the last incident that I tell you is the incident why I quit, why I stopped going. I'm the kind of person like I don't give my 2 weeks. Fuck that. Like I'm not gonna give you my 2 weeks anywhere because fuck y'all. If y'all have never respected me, I'm not gonna respect anybody. Like I'm tired of that. Like I have to pick up my hair because I'm getting frustrated. Like I hate having my hair down. One of the big incidents that I know this bitch got mad because she's super stingy. She's like literally a fucking big ass cula. So with this job, we did yogurt. We did gallons and gallons of yogurt. We made milk tea. So with the yogurt, they did require a lot of milk. So first of all, another big thing, let me before I get into these other incidents, she lied about the nutrition facts. Like she lied. If you think you're healthy, if you're going over there, I'm not gonna say the name because should I say the name? Miss Cow, Miss Cow, Laredo, Texas, is a piece of shit. And I contradict myself because I do go shop there, but honestly, I don't know where the fuck to go. Maybe snow. I'm gonna have to drive across town to get a good wool. I don't even know how they make it. Ew, I look like shit. Okay. As I am finishing off this video, I forgot to add this in. So when I had seen her again up like right before I got the job, she comments on my face because obviously within that year I gained a lot of weight. And she said, "Your face got bigger." You know, that's just something you don't fucking tell someone. I know that I got fat, you know. She just fucking says it. I know I got fat, bitch. Like, please don't remind me just because of your fucking body type. She doesn't fucking gain weight. And I know I look like shit. I still have COVID and my lips they're not doing so good. And I don't even nibble on them that much. I think it's just COVID, like, trying to blister my mouth or something. It only hurts when something like juice or food touches it, but like I don't know what's wrong with me. But I forgot to add this clip in, and I know it looked like shit. I'm so sorry, but I needed to add this in because this shows a little bit more about her character and a little bit of like how she is and shit like that. So yeah, I'm sorry I had to scare you like this. I don't trust anywhere. Like, where the fuck am I supposed to go? After working there, I don't trust it. So she lies about how it's low cholesterol, low sodium. She uses regular milk, regular yogurt, everything regular. So you think you're eating healthy? No, you're not. You're not eating healthy there. If you're eating a Miss Cow, you're not eating healthy. Another big incident that happened that was like all these things were really testing my patience, but this shit I did not let it slide. So like I said, we would make gallons and gallons of yogurt, so she had to buy gallons and gallons of milk every couple of days. She had to buy between 10 to 15 gallons of milk. She would come to the store and she would leave them. We would all set them. One time she forgot about 2 or 3 gallons of milk in her car, right? Overnight. She left gallons of milk. I don't remember how many. I think it was like 2 or 3, and she left them in her car. And the next day, she's like, "Go ahead and put them in the fridge. We can still use them." What? I was like, "Bitch." I looked. It was all chunky. Like it was so fucking rotten. This is literally what she wanted us to fucking sell. Okay, like, do you think that like I know damn well those other girls that were working there, they would have been fine. They would have okay, fine. No, I said no. We're not gonna sell that. I fucking threw that shit in the fucking. And I know that she saw because she would always stalk us in the cameras. Like even when she was not working, that's the only thing that she would do that I would consider working was her watching us all day in the cameras to make sure that we wouldn't steal. What the fuck are we gonna steal? Expired milk? Yeah, she was special, that one. And I'm not talking about the good special, the dumb bitch kind of special. Like she was so stingy and stupid. And I said even out loud on the camera, and I was like, I told everybody, we're not gonna fucking sell this. If we won't even eat that, why? We're not. So I threw everything. I threw those gallons of fucking milk in the fucking trash. Fuck no. That was so chunky. That was literally cottage cheese from 1950. Like, why the fuck are we gonna eat that shit? No. No. And she did nothing. She gave no fucks. She did not care. She did not care. Another thing that also fucking fucked my ass up that happened was that every shift, you could get it any time of the day. Um, Now that I think about it, did we even get any break? Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did get a break, but I don't remember. So every shift we could get a free drink or a free yogurt. So this particularly time, it was like about a couple weeks after my mom had given birth. I got a free yogurt, right? Because I was like, oh my god, they're like, not gonna lie, they're good. That's why I keep going back. I just hope that I'm not eating expired shit, but it's good. Okay. Um, so I got my free yogurt, and even before she bought the store, even with the previous owners, there were these two big giant syrups, a dark chocolate and a white chocolate, right? And I always saw it. I never got it because I would never really put syrups on my yogurt. And this time I was like, okay, I'm gonna get the white chocolate. It should be good, right? You know, white chocolate. Who could go? Who could go wrong with white chocolate? You know. So I decided to spray that syrup all over on the top of my yogurt. And let me just say, I've never tried the spray Raid, the bug spray of Raid. I've never tried it. But when I tried that white chocolate syrup, first of all, it looked brown. I didn't see it that well because it was already dark and we were already gonna close. But when I saw it in the dim light, it looked brown, like a very dark, weird brown. And I was like, I didn't think much of it because I was, once again, I'm gonna say, I was a naive kid. I was stupid. Okay, I never saw the darker things until now. So when I tried this yogurt, it tasted like Raid, like the scent of the bug spray Raid. I tried that shit. It tasted like that. It tasted like Raid. Okay, I don't know why. I never had tasted mold. I didn't know anything about mold. I didn't know. So I scooped it off and I gave it to my mom. And my mom had just given birth. Good thing my mom doesn't breastfeed, but if she did, damn, I should have sued. I should have sued. Every time I talk about this story, I get more and more mad because it's just so fucking crazy how this bitch did literally nothing. That's why her other store never fucking opened. She was gonna open another location since like 2019. It's gonna be 2024. This bitch hasn't done shit. The next day, I tell the supervisor, she was around my age. She was like my friend. I tell her about it, and we're like, oh my god, like that's so weird, right? So we open the inside of the fucking syrup, and this is what we find. Except I didn't get to take a picture of the fuzzy part, but this is what we find. Just remember, the inside was so fuzzy and green and brown. Yeah, that was nasty, and I am grossed out by it. So I felt sick for like 2 or 3 days. I could have sued the bitch, but then I thought in my head, if she can pass an inspection, what makes me think I'm gonna win in fucking court? She has money. That's probably why she's so stingy, so she can have money for situations like this. I don't fucking know. So yeah, that's pretty much what it is and what happened. I hate that bitch so much. She was just she didn't care, she didn't even say sorry, she didn't even do anything about it. Once we did find that really over expired thing, we checked all of the inventory, and I can guarantee you that at least half or even more than half of every product that we've ever used and sold was expired for at least over a year or more of expired. And she didn't even say sorry. She didn't even acknowledge anything. She just said, tell me what we need to buy, and that's it. Yeah, that was shitty. Around that time, we were all just kind of cutting her off and not really being her friend because that's what she wanted. She wanted to be everyone's friend, but all of us talk shit about each other. That's literally what she wanted. She would do it with all of us. And she noticed that the supervisor was talking back. Yeah, it was just really awkward after it was just really awkward after all of these little things that happened, because like we just didn't really want to fucking be there anymore. Like she didn't care about us, so we just stopped caring about our relationship with her. We were just done. And she started to kind of be like weird, like try to cry, play victim and shit like that. And I was just like, shut the fuck up, like you fucking cunt. She was saying, she called up the supervisor. She had barely made. She wasn't really like a supervisor. She just wanted like to be on good terms with her. So she decided to give her that. Oh, you're a supervisor, or whatever. She called up the supervisor and she has a meeting in the front of the store. The whole store is like windows, so we can see that they're literally outside having a conversation. She has a meeting with her. We're just watching. We cannot hear anything, but out of nowhere, we see the owner start crying. A 40-year-old woman was crying at her store. Very professional. And we find out that she started crying because the supervisor told her, "We're not friends. You're my boss." Like, it was like a weird, awkward conversation from what I remember, that the boss was just like, "Oh, why are you like this? Like, I'm sorry if I made you feel uncomfortable." Like, she was just playing victim, the owner. So the supervisor just tells her, like, "We're not friends. You're my boss. I don't want to be your friend." Like, that's all it is. She started crying, and she was crying in front of all the customers and taking their orders with her smeared up eyeliner. So this is the incident where I decide that I'm not gonna fucking go anymore, because this bitch was fucking crazy. She was so fucking hurt about what the supervisor told her that she fired. I had hired two of my friends. One of them I'm not friends with because she was fucking weird, but another one I still talk to her here and there. She fired that one out of nowhere. She's like, "Oh, you're fired. You can leave." And I was like, "Bitch, what the fuck?" I couldn't believe what she said until my friend confirmed it. She's like, "Dude, she just fucking fired me." And I was like, "What the fuck?" After all that shit that she put us through, she decided to do that. And I was like, "Okay." And I just stopped going, and everybody, like, there were some girls there, some other girls that were taking the owner's side, saying, "Oh, how could you just leave us like that? We were there for you." I had them cover for me like once or twice because my mom had given birth, and I was staying at the hospital with my mom while my dad stayed at home and take care of my siblings and shit like that. And I was like, bro, like, I don't know, it just fucks up my head when I think about these jobs that I've had. And just never fucking let anybody fucking do you dirty like that. Like, nobody needs to be, you know I should have sued, but I don't know much of what I would have needed to do, and I didn't have any guidance. So I didn't have any guidance on that, so that's why I didn't really do much. But yeah, it was pretty shocking how people can be. She was just so fucking weird. Yeah, don't trust anybody at work. Yeah, that's actually shit that happened to me, and I still can't believe it to this day. I have other horror job stories, but I think this one's like the one that takes the cake because, yeah, I ate mold. Every time I think about it, I just feel so grossed out, and my eyes have been itching so bad. So yeah, that is the end of today's story time. This is all facts. This is not cap. I experienced it, and if you want to know a little bit more, this is from a yogurt shop in, like, more or less like Central Laredo. Starts with the letter M, ends with the letter W. Two words actually, but that's how it starts, with the letter M, ends with the letter W. And good luck. If you go eat there, sometimes I contradict myself. I don't know why. Don't ask. I'm not all there in the head, but go at your own risk. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. Do not trust me. Do not go there. I'm gonna start going across town just to get some fucking yogurt because I'm not going there anymore. That is it for today's story time. If you did enjoy, please give it a thumbs up and comment if you ever had a similar experience where a job did not give a fuck about you. I'm sorry if you ever did have to go through something like this. But yeah, I love you and good night or good morning. I do not know, but have a good one. And I love you again.